Blessings, 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 triple blessings and Godspeed. Daily download. I actually had two for today. I had one about being authentic and being genuine. Posted that on the short. This one's a little bit longer form because we're going to be talking about light and dark. Just real quick, the appearance of light and dark and duality and polarity in this dense realm that we're in, and how we need to understand that darkness works for light. So we have from Source Supreme, we have densities as we drop in dimensions, and as we get more dense and get into physical 3D bodies and stuff like that, which allows for the experience of polarity and duality, because the spectrum of light that Source exists on is a spectrum. It's just very that, and spectrums can have, in certain realms, the illusion of being separated from each other, being on this side or this side, even though they're one of the same coin. Now what happens is, in the illusion of the darkness from the densities that you drop into in this place, things that we would call evil seem to appear, like murder and all that kind of stuff, rape and pillaging and people's intentions and all that kind of stuff, right? So that is what we experience here, and that can appear as darkness for us in our consciousness or our experience, and that can seemingly taint our consciousness or our perspective on things if we had too much of that in our life, right? Now, that being said, I just want to be clear that there's a light above the light and dark. Beyond light and dark, there's another light, and that's the light that transcends duality and polarity. It is the light of the Most High, the light of God itself, which is in Christ consciousness, right? Which that's what Jesus was showing us, and a lot of the other great teachers and master beings, right? And a lot of the saints and the glorious light beings, and the ones that are interdimensional, and some that appear to you and some that don't, and some that were in the flesh. All the beings were pointing at this. It's called enlightenment. That's the light of enlightenment. Enlightenment is the light that's beyond the light of dark or light, black or white, right? Beyond that duality. So the darkness in this place works in tandem with the light in this place to push you to the higher light. Every experience has that higher light within it. We need eyes to see that. That's what Jesus was saying to us: eyes to see and ears to hear, so we can, through every experience, be unified with the highest light while we're here. That highest light is the light of Christ, the light of the Christ consciousness, right? That's the light of all the master higher beings. That's what they rest in, all the entities that are in higher realms and higher dimensions, right? Your guides and spirit guides and things like that, right? It's unification with the source, and without that extra density and pain or polarity or illusion of separation. So the illusion of separation here is supposed to push us towards that and reveal that to us. Everything's a revelation or realization for us, no matter what we're going through. And even though it can seemingly be difficult in the flesh level, and it can seemingly be difficult in our experience, we have to understand who's experiencing. We are watching this thing experience that, and we are something beyond that. We are one with the great I Am. We are the I Am experiencing that. So as we dive into that, we can observe our experience and understand that this is revealing something even deeper within us about our true light, which is beyond light or dark, which is higher on the spectrum of light, right? The pure light of the Most High. So download basically is just to understand that even darkness works for light. Darkness is not for you to be overcome by or overwhelmed by. It actually works for light. It's a servant of the great light. Everything is for your enlightenment. Everything is for you. Everything is revealing who you truly are. Everything is unfolding and unraveling what you truly are. Sometimes it's a fierce grace, and sometimes it's just a soft grace, but it's all grace nonetheless. So if you put that, harness yourself with that state of consciousness, with that perspective, if you put that kind of armor on, and if you see from that space, as Jesus said, eyes to see, ears to hear, then it will take the edge and the sting off of things that's happening, and you will feel blessed in all of it, even when you don't know what's going to happen, or when you just feel like, man, I don't got no money, I don't want this not happen, and this person did this person is not here no more, this what was going on, everything, nothing's going right, whatever can, the story that could be told in this place. all the fears that that can overcome you, or upwell in you, all the the anxieties and the paranoias and just the not knowings and the mind fixated on things, all those things to be transcended, slowly and slowly, sometimes in big chunks, sometimes just percentage. I always say it's a percentage or spectrum, because most people's enlightenment and glory comes in percentages and perspectives. You might be percentage as you see more, as the grace is on you more, and as you feel that spirit on you more and in you more, and as you realize more and as you know more, right? And not knowledge, but like no. And so but sometimes it's big chunks, things just fall away too as well. But the point is to understand that we're here and realizing that. And so even the darkness, even the dark is a servant of the greatest light. That's the download of today. Just understand that, and when you see it, you can smile at it now. And even if you feel those waves, you can know that there's light in there. The greatest light is even in that darkness. There's nothing eternal but God, and God is all light. And even the illusion of that God is not light is an illusion ultimately, because as it came down in dimensions, the manifestations seemingly seemed separate. They're not separate, but you could have the experience of being separate, all to understand, to come back to that. And so that's a whole different download, to understand the dynamics of good and bad, or right and wrong, and evil and duality and stuff like that. We can touch on that soon too. But most importantly, this download was just to let you know, be encouraged, that even the darkness and the bad things are for you. They are servants of the greatest light. Praise be the Most High. Blessings, 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 and Godspeed.